family, good morning. I'm your host, Chayla Mendes, and it is another wonderful day for us to get right into DVS this morning, the show that will always wake you up in the know and, of course, with some good vibes. Now, we're going to move the show right along. We want to get things started, so it's about time we get straight into our morning news highlights.
Good morning. A two-day workshop hosted by the Central Statistical Office is expected to significantly advance the formulation of a national strategy for the development of statistics for the country. The NSDS is an action plan which aims to streamline the collection, collation, analysis and dissemination of official data and information.
It's seen as a foundational initiative. It would also ensure that as much as possible, all the other data producers of official statistics would be also resourced with the required resources that would support their production compilation of statistics. Because as you may be aware, the Central Statistical Office is not the only department that produces official statistics.
The NSDS has been in development for the past 2 years. The workshop is seen as critical to advancing its build-out and ultimately its implementation. The water-related emergency has been lifted. The state of emergency was initially declared in May after critically low water levels at the John Compton Dam brought on by unusually high temperatures and minimal rainfall. Agriculture Minister Alfred Prosper announced the decision to revoke the emergency status during Monday's pre-cabinet press briefing.
Last week, the Cabinet of Ministers, based on a recommendation from the key stakeholders, that is Water and Sewage Company, the Meteorological Services, and the other stakeholders, took a decision to revoke the water-related emergency effective immediately. So all the restrictions we had in terms of use of water during the water-related emergency has been lifted, and now people are free to use water as normal. And I'm not saying because we revocated it that you can just go and use water lavishly. We must understand this is a very, very important resource to our country. But at least we were able to take that decision to ensure we as people of St. Lucia continue to get a reliable source of water.
Other Caribbean territories such as St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago and Dominica have also faced similar water challenges over the same period. Water security remains a pressing issue for regional governments as more intense dry seasons continue to threaten access to clean water. A video widely circulated online showing a security guard physically shoving a senior citizen seeking shelter from a pouring rain has caught the attention of the National Council of and for Older Persons. The treatment of the senior citizen has also drawn the ire of many internet users who have joined the council in calling for more respect to be shown to the island's seniors.
In no way should it be accepted that the elderly or any person for that matter is abused, knocked down, pushed, shoved, without having a conversation. I think in our society we've come to a place where we just react instead of learning to communicate. And in this instance, having to shove an elderly is not acceptable.
The council has pledged to continue its work to encourage society to uphold the role and value of older persons in both their personal lives as well as the society at large. Finally, 10 students have received the Eileen Paul scholarships from the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association's Tourism Enhancement Fund. Established on October 11, 2021, the Eileen Paul Scholarship Fund provides financial support to secondary school students whose parents are employed within the local tourism industry. Scholarship holders receive a grant of 2,000 EC dollars, that is, annually for 5 years, once they maintain a grade point average of 70%. This year's recipients were honored during a ceremony on Friday, August 16th at the Sanders Grand St. Lucian Resort. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you so much for keeping it locked on to DBS. Of course, it's your number one leader. It's DBS This Morning, and you don't want to miss what's coming up next, because right after this commercial break, we're getting straight into the Carnival Awards ceremony. We'll be back. DBS family, I'm very excited to be home, and I was home for Carnival, and guess what, I'm still home for tonight's event, which is the celebration and honoring of other people who made some outstanding contribution and made Carnival what it is. So yes, you've guessed it, we are here at the Carnival Awards Ceremony 2024. So there's so much for us to catch, so many people for us to talk to, so much vibes in the air. So let's go right in and explore all the action. St. Lucia, thank you for being here with us. You know, we had to catch up. Yes, Carnival is done and over, but many of you are like me. We're sharing the Carnival Tabanco. We want more. And tonight was the celebration of all the people who made Carnival what it is, the experience, and everybody now knows St. Lucia. We are on the map, and nothing is sweeter than that. Tamara, it's been a long season, from the planning before to during. Here we are after, honoring and celebrating all these outstanding persons that came together, just like you and your team. So what is the mood for tonight?
Oh, the mood is definitely festive. We are celebrating all our winners, our contributors. No matter what part of Carnival you contributed to, we're celebrating you. Without you, this would not have been possible. You are the heartbeat of Lucian Carnival. So we're happy, we're celebrating. It was a great 2024 Lucian Carnival.
Exactly. Now on that note, because you know we're making this quick and sweet, we have so many people to catch up with. We are already looking for and asking for 2025 Carnival. So what can we expect? Because I'm sure you guys are already 10 steps ahead of us.
Well, we started talking about it, of course. Always room for improvement, so we're going to have some discussion. We're going to look at the areas of improvement, because there's always things to improve on. I mean, our festival is growing, we're welcoming the world, and of course we have to keep our locals interested, and we have to keep them participating in the festival. So we're talking about how do we do that, and of course balance it with also welcoming the world to St. Lucia. So it's a task, but we're up to the challenge, and we're looking forward to what next year has to offer.
Great stuff. Well, Tammy, thank you for being here with us. Local revelers, real Lucians are going to be happy to hear this. So yes, our carnival is growing, but we are not going to be forgotten. So we have lots to look forward to 2025. Tammy, let's go ahead and enjoy the festivities. And thank you.
Good night.
I know I said this earlier, but we are here to honor and celebrate the movers and shakers of our carnival. Now you can see we are celebrating. Everybody has their glasses. I'm still on duty, so I'll join them in the festivities in a little bit. But of course we have our current, and I'm so happy to see that, you know, you got your crown back. You came back strong and hard. Plus I love that song about Julian, because now I feel like it has even new life with everything that's transpired. So congratulations, this is our reigning monarch for Calypso. How are you feeling, Desrel?
Well, it feels wonderful to have emerged victorious again. Congratulations to all the award winners and everybody who partook in the festivities and the whole St. Lucia Carnival, and just making it a wonderful event and a time. And yeah,
man, and you know what, tonight is a night for celebration, so we're asking no hard questions, no long talking. Now we also have the fabulous Keisha K here with us, and Keisha, let me tell you, I had to go and pull her inside because I was scouting my people. And from Tama in the UK, you know, I bigging you up this year since you've been releasing your music. I'm like, I cannot be here tonight and Keisha here and I don't get her on an interview. Plus I jump back into my job. Nah, man. So Keisha, I just want to say keep on pushing, because when I tell you I was so impressed with your music this year, like I literally stayed and I was like, oh my God, Keisha can sing. Because not that I doubted it, but just hearing what you did this year, I was blown away.
The improvement and the growth, it was
the
visible.
Style, the music, the lyrics, the sound, everything. It was. So do not let anything discourage you, because I don't complain on my show and say I didn't hear enough of people's music being rotated, especially on the road. Girl, the way I was looking for, it's Carnival again. Let me tell you, you understand, we have music and we have to be playing it. So Keisha, I hope that you feel good about what you did this year. How was your carnival season?
My carnival was really amazing. some people may not know this, but I haven't made it to the competition in 2 years. So this year I was very strategic about how I put out my music, like in a timely manner. And of course, with growth, there's a lot of personal development. So this year I would just say it was like a year of personal growth, and I was actually happy to see that my hard work paid off, because the reception of my music this year, it was really, I think in all the years of singing, this year has been one of my best years. And for me, it's not even really about the competition. I'm just happy that I could actually make my contribution to the art form and just give the people what they want, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing music for me, but I'm doing music for the people.
I love that. And you know what, with that too, Desiree, let me just come back to you, because I see you in agreement too, and I know that's what you do as well. You do the music that you love and you do it for the people. So unless I'm wrong, tell me now.
No, you're not wrong, huh?
Listen, but I know for sure for you there's a passion in that. Of course, we knew there's a legacy. If you're a true Calypso fan, you're going to know where that... Anyways, you'll understand that. But for you, what keeps you pushing in this competition? Because again, it's something that people will tend to say. We don't see a lot of youthful people coming in. But I love this, seeing people like you, T-Blacks, and so many more coming into the Calypso arena.
Well, I feel like for me, it's two things. I love to perform, and that is the time you get to perform. Well, the most for the year, if at all for the year. So that is my favorite time of the year. And it's like, since my father has unofficially retired, it still gives him... I like how he said that. Yeah, he hasn't said it publicly yet. But it still gives him a avenue to do his music, because he's the composer and arranger of the Calypso. So he gets to do his music and live out that passion without competing, without the stress and all of that of competing.
And just like be fully immersed in what he loves.
Yeah, just do the music and don't have to worry about all that, because obviously he works as well, so working and taking care of the family and competition, he's been doing that since 86.
Yeah, so he passed the torch to you.
Yeah.
It's time.
And as I tell everybody, I'm not entirely sure how long I'll be in the game for, but it is growing on me. I do love it, and I hope, if I'm not performing, I hope to be writing Calypsos and all that kind of stuff in the future.
And what will you say to the youth watching right now as well, in terms of getting involved specifically too for the Calypso music?
Yeah, just come, just find your writer, find your composer, arranger, and just come in the game, try out. You might not make it the first year or the second year or the third year, but just come. It's part of the culture, it's a contribution. It's just a wonderful vibe for you to come on stage and perform and say you are part of this whole thing. So just come and do it. Hopefully you are successful in it, but if not, so what? Just come and try, and that's for groovy, for soca, anything artistic for the carnival season, and yeah.
Yeah, man, for the love of the music, for the love of carnival. And Keisha, we want to thank you for being here with us. We can't wait. Trust me, I know I can't wait for what is coming for 2025.
Don't worry. 2024 is not over. We're going from 2024 into 2025. Right. So look out for it.
Well, that is it. So St. Lucia, we're going to get back to all the action. We're going to have some fun and mingle. It's been a long carnival season, and it's time for us to celebrate, all right? So we'll see you guys.
Good morning once again. I don't think you need a reminder. It's DBS This Morning. Listen up. We have so much more in store for you. So we're getting back into some of the action and catching up with some of those movers and shakers from the carnival season.
Lucia, you know what carnival is? It's all about family as well. And Lynn is definitely like family to me. But when we talk about bands that make an impact, we cannot deny that Tribe of 12 stays consistent in that. Hence why they have all these winnings under their belts, and this year for 2024 Carnival, they definitely came out. They saw, they conquered, they contributed, and these are the people who keep our mass alive as well. So Lynn, what's the mood with the camp, especially with the aftermath of this season?
Well, we're very proud of our winnings. We won almost in every category. This year our theme was Wade in the Water. It was very successful. We won also Queen of the Bands, second place Queen of the Bands, and also second place King of the Bands. So we're very proud that we have something different to offer to the St. Lucian public in terms of carnival.
That's right. And that's what we're looking for, because there's a place for everybody and the variety. But the consistency, especially in keeping the core of what is true to St. Lucia Carnival, I don't think anybody can deny you guys that. And I think this is what is most impactful when it comes to Tribe of 12, because you get a true, authentic experience from mass camp to on the road.
That is right. And we do a lot of work in the mass camp. As you know, it's all ours. It's all St. Lucian.
Right.
We have a lot of young people who are interested in the product, in what we do. So we are very proud of that. I think we're probably the only mass camp left.
Yeah.
You guys should come to see us in the mass camp when things are really flowing.
Right.
It's an experience. It's something to see what we can actually produce right here in St. Lucia.
I agree. And the last thing I'll ask you, just before we get back to the festivities, is simply that you mentioned about the youth being interested, and some people like to put labels and think, okay, this is an old band, this is a this, and I don't think there's any age for Tribe of 12. It's about the spirit, the energy that you bring, because let me just say, I've seen in some of the youthful bands way less energy than what I'm seeing coming from the Tribe of 12 revelers. So we can't say anything, no kind of ageism, but I think what does that say, especially for you all, for the standpoint that the youth are interested in what you do? Because people tend to think that's not what's appealing for the younger ones now, but I don't think that's exactly right.
That's not a fair statement, because there are many young persons who don't want the norm. They want something different.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want to be on the road in very skimpy things, and they want something a little more substantial, and we have that. We offer that. We offer a variety of stuff. There's sexy, if you don't want to be too covered, we have stuff that will fit you, and so we encourage young persons to come. And plus, you need to come to the mass camp to really get involved in the creation of the costumes. It's not just about putting on a costume, buying a costume and putting it on. You don't have the same feeling when you actually get involved in making the costume. So we encourage young persons to come. And we do have some young people who have also expressed an interest in joining with us because they like what they see and they like what we do.
Well, it just shows Tribe of 12 definitely comes with the vibe, comes with the energy. And again, I think for next year we're going to have to organize early for 2025 that we get inside first-hand experience at mass camp. So we're going to hold you to that and follow up for next year so we can be in it. So St. Lucia, it's Carnival. It's nothing sweeter than that when it comes to St. Lucia. And please let us appreciate the costumes. I suspect when we bring them into mass camp, that culture of I'm going to buy it and throw it in 2 seconds so I can be jumping up will disappear, and people will have more love for the hard work that goes into that. So we want to see that appreciation. And Lynn, thank you again for coming through. Congratulations to you and the team. And St. Lucia is Carnival, and we'll be back with so much more for 2025. So you have to keep looking out. I'm just going to say this. This interview right here holds a special place in my heart. And if you know me, you know I'm a pan girl. I know I've been absent for some years. However, I feel like I might need to start making a comeback and make sure I'm home every year for Carnival, because this woman right here, we go way back from SJC Steel to North Stars, and she branched off starting her own band. We didn't see our North Stars coming back, and Pantastic has been growing from stride to stride. I remember when you started a few years ago and we featured you on the morning show. You all were practicing at the Groselay School, the sports secondary school.
You know the history.
And let me tell you, the band may be small, but trust me, they've been growing, and they are now the reigning Panorama champs for well, let me tell you, they are reigning champs for 2025. It coming, because we have to speak it into existence. All right, so that's to show you how my mind dreaming of that for you.
It's gonna happen.
So they have climbed their way to second place, and this is phenomenal, especially for the size, the start, and Crystal being a female arranger. We don't see many of these right now in St. Lucia. So Crystal, how are you feeling, and how is the band feeling for this accomplishment?
Tonight we are here to celebrate our accomplishment, second place. We are coming up. This year we are 80. This year we were 80 strong on stage, and everybody was in awe. Everybody was like, wow. And the band, they felt good about it. Everybody was happy about the performance, to the point where everybody's still talking about the performance, because this year what we portrayed was royalty of Pan, because the name of the song we played was We Rule by Reasons Orchestra. So we had this whole decked out theme of royalty, purple and gold and all of that, and the players were very happy, and I am happy that they were happy with the performance. And this year tonight the combination of everything it was grand, and we are here to represent fantastic music. Second place next year. We look, like Trailer said, 2025.
Yeah, man.
We in there,
That's
champions.
what we're talking about. Now, for the art form, because we want to see Pan continuing, I will not say to revive, because I know the revival is happening, but we want to see more for Pan as an active panist. What would you say to the people who are viewing in terms of what they can do to ensure Steel Pan stays alive and flourishes here in St. Lucia?
The growth is climbing, I must say. We are working towards bringing back the old school bands like North Stars and Diamond Steel, Emerald Steel.
That's legacy bands.
Yes, we need to bring them back on, and we also need to create new bands. So we are doing the recruiting thing amongst ourselves and the bands individually. So I know next year, maybe in the next 5 years, short term, we're going to see a growth in Pan, and we're going to have a better following in Pan in the near future.
Absolutely. Well, Crystal, thank you for chatting with us. Now, Missy, we have to show off that trophy a little bit. Trophy boys! Hey! They had one job, St. Lucia. One job. Just to bring that trophy in the end for me. And they still didn't get the cue. We giving the licks, Now, that's my boy Aaron, too. We go way back to North Stars days. Drama as well, part of Fantastic.
Yes.
But he was a little late with bringing my trophy there for me, But we still appreciate it. Yes. So St. Lucia, we're going to keep it on moving. We're looking forward to Panorama 2025, and let's see what happens. But we have to support the art form, all right? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us right here on DBS this morning. In this segment, we're still in the winner's circle here, and it's all about St. Lucia Carnival 2024 as we celebrate at the awards ceremony.
Right now, I managed to snag two gentlemen. I'm hoping if you are a carnival enthusiast, then you will be familiar with these faces. If you know our music, from the Calypso Arena to the Groovy, etc., you follow it into Commercial House, you will know that I have our 2024 Monarch here with us, Ernie, and I also have the man Sly, who is representing as our Groovy King. Now, let me tell you something. This was a season, and our music, in all sense of the term, really moved it. So first of all, Ernie, let me just start off with you, because phenomenal performance, still memorable, and everybody is loving it. You bring the energy, and obviously we go way back from school days, so I know this is naturally who Ernie is, and it's lovely to see you just being in your element. So big up you, Ernie.
The pastor's here. Bless you all.
Send the blessings to the people, because that's what we need.
Pastor love you all, okay?
Now let's just talk a little bit about that performance, the idea for your song, because listen, it's still one that's being talked about.
Well, the idea, the writer Jati, he wrote this song for me. Actually, he gave me a list of songs to choose from to see which one fit me the right. So then when I saw this one and I heard it, I chose this one, and then this one came out immaculate, So yeah, man.
Definitely was a blessing. Shout out to Jati. He's our neighbor at DBS. We see him almost every day. So big up Jati on that.
Man.
And today, of course, we're here honoring and celebrating as well. So how are you feeling?
Well, the feeling, it's overwhelming. My first time actually being in a prize giving ceremony and getting such a big trophy.
Yeah, man.
So the vibe is very nice for me. I'd like to thank everybody, my fans, judges, everybody, for making me reach where I'm at right now,
Good stuff. Now, what would you say, as we just get ready to wrap up, to persons at home in terms of coming out next year to be there for Intercommercial 2025, or even participating if they're sitting home? This is something anybody can get into.
What I'd like to say to the youth that want to venture into this, it's a very good thing to venture into. It actually brings out a message to the people and me, but I will be a force to reckon with next year. Trust me.
Boy.
The song that is going to come out is going to be devastating like a hurricane,
All right, well,
So I'll just let all the opponents know, come good, okay?
That's
Yeah.
right. Make sure y'all come correct.
Come
When you
good or
want
don't come at all, okay?
You want y'all early enough. Now, of course, the man Sly, not forgotten. So we're gonna move on to our Groovy Arena. Listen, the music this year. I mean, first of all, before I start with this year, we have to look at the work that our artists put in all the years before, because it's not only 1 year that gets you to be a winner. And you've been very consistent, especially when I heard you releasing Groovy and soca. I was like, I knew you for your ballads, and I've seen you performing live on Hotel Side. So I was quite surprised to see this side of you. But it is shining and people are loving it. Of course, you've given us 2 amazing songs, Breakaway, and I feel like Damn Proud Lucian has taken on a whole new life for Lucian Pride, especially with Julian's win.
Yes.
So being here tonight, especially as we're honoring people like yourself who has made the carnival, kept it moving, and even music lives on outside of carnival. How are you feeling in this moment?
Man, it's a feeling I find the words difficult to put together to express the feeling I have. I'm so proud to be here tonight among so many great artists, because we actually came together to put a product forward for St. Lucia, and we represented St. Lucia, and I think we did really, really well, and especially with the numbers that we heard, that's new people who are exposed, to St. Lucian culture, St. Lucian vibe. So I'm just proud to be part of it, and this year, I think this year was a really good year for me and the team. I mean, we put our plans together early since the day they announced the Soca Monarch win of last year. I told my manager, I'm coming this year, and I told him I'm going to win. I told him I'm going to win because I understand what I can do, and we just put it together. It was a process. We analyzed everything. We put everything into detail. Especially the performance for Damn Proud Lucian. That was my baby. Groovy Soca is my baby. So I actually sat home and put everything on paper, and everything just materialized perfectly. It just worked. And especially with the events that transpired after, with Shan winning the JC's pageant and Julian, I think it gave the song just a new lease of life, you understand?
Absolutely.
Because we released that song since February, you understand? And it's just a pleasure to see what it's doing now, and with everything that's happening around it, man, I just cannot express how I feel about that.
Well, you know what? The feeling, I can imagine, because I'm proud of him for what the music is doing. And, if I have to be quite honest too, I will say it, come good next year, especially on the road. This is going out to DJs because we have such good music and we're not hearing enough circulating. And I'll be so honest, I was disappointed on the road because I was looking for songs like Breakaway. I was looking for Keisha, It's Carnival again. I did not get these songs. We have so much music, so we need to do better in that aspect. But Sly, keep on doing the hard work. It's showing, and I'm sure you already have a vision for 2025.
Yes,
Are we going to get any hints, clues, or, exclusive?
Imagine, while we coming up the road, I was just speaking to the manager and I was telling him all the plans I already have for Soca Monarch next year, the final for the Groovy. So it's already in planning. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be a good thing, and I hope everybody stay tuned, because we do have more music to release for this year, an album as well. I also have the event we are going to release, the Virtuosin Boys. We are going to have our event in December 21st called Magna. So we are going to put the information out so people can start getting their tickets, and it's going to be a vibe, man. It's going to be a vibe.
That's what we love. Listen, the excitement is here already. So if you ain't ready for Carnival next year, I don't know what you're doing, all right? So we're going to get back to some of the festivities. Sly, thank you so much.
No problem.
And again, this is the winner circles, all right, people?
Yes,
so we got to have big respect for our artists.
Yeah.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, I told you it was going to be a good time. Definitely festive, feeling the vibes and energy. This is what Carnival does, and it's making me have a Carnival Tabanca bigger than I did before I came here. So all I'm saying is Carnival 2025, the outlook seems amazing, and we're looking forward to seeing you right here in St. Lucia, the place to be for Carnival when you're coming in July, and nothing is sweeter than that. And with that being said, so I feel like a winner myself, so I think it's about time. I might be taking this baby. Oh shucks, the owner is there, but let's run fast before Onitsi. Bye! The interco, yeah, the queen. All right, so legal to take it to St. Lucia. We will see you next year, Carnival 2025. Nothing sweeter than that. Boom! Bye!